Okay, they're all gonna come. Hey, they're all gonna come see.
Internet boy.
Another quad feed! Clip it! Clip it! Yo, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. As you all know, last Thursday we had the Call of Duty Modern Warfare PC beta. It went all the way from Thursday to Monday, and I did play the beta. I played a lot of the beta. I streamed the beta. It was a lot of fun, and this video will just highlight what I think about the beta, what I want in the full game, and what I think was good about the beta, and my overall thoughts on the game, and what I would like to see improved and whatnot. The gameplay you're seeing behind me, some of it is streamed on my Twitch. The rest of the footage is just recordings that I had while I was playing. So hopefully you enjoy this gameplay while I'm giving my thoughts. So first, I'd like to talk about the pros with this beta. One thing, I definitely like the guns. The gunplay was very smooth. You know, aiming on the sight felt very natural. Felt like pretty much every other COD. The sounds the guns make is absolutely beautiful. They really knocked it out of the park this time. I also believe that the weapons were very fairly balanced. I didn't think there was any gun in the game that was too OP over any other gun. I heard a lot of people say that the MP7 was a particularly overpowered gun. However, I used the MP7 and I didn't think it was overpowered at all. I actually thought that it was a perfect gun for close range fights, and you could easily counter it if you were far away from somebody using an M4 or something, or even using a shotgun. I didn't think that it was OP at all. The kill times also, just like every other Call of Duty, the kill times are pretty fast. It didn't really bother me. I thought it was totally fine. Out of all the guns in the game, I like two the most. The M4A1 assault rifle. That gun is a super good gun. There is a minimal recoil on that gun. It has some great attachments, and I kind of basically got most of my streaks using that gun. I pretty much ran that gun the entire beta. I think there are going to be some better assault rifles in the game, but I really enjoyed the M4A1. Most of the gameplay that you're seeing behind me is M4A1 gameplay, because I was trying to go for a nuke. Unfortunately, I did not get a nuke, but I did go for some very good sprees. My other favorite gun was the MK2 marksman rifle. That gun is absolutely insane. I'll talk about the snipers in a bit, but the reason I chose the MK2 is because I wanted to have a more sniping feel. That gun pretty much provided that feel. It was usually 2-shot from long range, and it was 1-shot close range, and it was always 1-shot headshot. It's such a phenomenal gun. I hit some nice clips with that gun. Hitting the headshot with that gun is just absolutely satisfying. That gun is definitely up there with one of my favorites in the beta. Also, another plus with this beta that I really enjoyed was that there's crossplay. The one game that I really think implemented crossplay amazing was Fortnite. There's no question about it. That's like one of the most revolutionary games in history with crossplay. And I think this game, the way they've implemented crossplay with PS4, Xbox, PC, is phenomenal. Adding my friends on different platforms was super easy. It was as simple as adding the Call of Duty account, and boom, they were in my friends list. I could easily invite them, easily join their games. It worked phenomenally. The only issue though, however, was that we used Discord to talk when I had friends on Xbox and PS4, because the in-game voice chat is not the greatest. It does sound very crackly, it does not sound good. It doesn't sound as clear as, for example, the voice chat system in Fortnite. I really wish they do improve upon that. It sounds sort of like a walkie-talkie. I'm not sure if they did that on purpose or not, but I personally don't like it. One thing, hopefully with all these games becoming crossplay, the one thing I'd like to see is Discord to get some partnership with Xbox and PS4. That would be very nice. I think that would be great for gaming in general. I felt like this game is very well optimized for PC compared to other Call of Duties. The game ran very smoothly, very nice. My computer had no issue running it at full graphics. However, I did have an issue. I'll get to that later in the con section of this review. Also, the modes were very unique. The game modes, there was obviously Domination, TDM, we've already seen that before. Gunfight and Cyber Attack are two game modes that I really enjoyed. Gunfight was super fun playing it with duos. I believe in the beta they had Gunfight and Gunfight OSP. Honestly, for me, I preferred the regular Gunfight better, as everybody was balanced and they had the same weapons. But both game modes are super fun to play. Whenever I had one other friend with me, we always hopped on Gunfight for a bit. It was very competitive, felt fun, and you know, with the whole voice chat talking trash to other players was very fun and interesting. I really enjoyed it. Cyber Attack was also another great game mode. It's pretty much search and destroy, but with a respawn aspect to it, or a revive aspect to it. It was also really fun, super cool. pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much all the pros that I have for the beta so far in this video. Pros, but let's get on to the cons and things that I did not like. Number one, one of the big issues. I had two major issues with this game. Or actually three major issues with this game. One of the issues was that the enemies sometimes were too dark with the shadows. Whenever an enemy would be laying down in the shadow, I legit could not see them. Even turning down shadows a bit, they looked a little brighter, but still it was impossible to see. Sometimes I'll be running into the cave, and us here, for example, I'll be running into the cave and somebody will be laying down prone in the shade, and they may be right in front of me, clear as day, but I cannot see them because it's so dark. They can see me perfectly, but I can't see them because it's super dark. I think that's just an issue with the brightness. I'm not sure if they're gonna add anything to mark out enemies clearer, but I think that's just gonna be part of the whole realism aspect of the game, because if an enemy is in the dark, you obviously can't see them, but it does throw you off a lot in this game. Also, sometimes it was hard to make out who my teammates were. I think that was just me, because sometimes my enemies' names or my teammates' names would overlap over an enemy's name, or the darkness, I just couldn't make out the enemy. Just some small issues there, here and there, but the shadows were definitely a big issue for me. Another big issue I had with this game is that I really love sniping in Call of Duty. Whenever I play an old Call of Duty, I always grab the sniper. That's just who I am, and sniping in this game, although it is satisfying and feels good, I feel the ADS time is extremely slow. It kind of puts the snipers at a very disadvantage. You need to be very careful when sniping, because you cannot run and gun with snipers anymore. Basically, you cannot think that this is a ballista or an intervention. You can't just go inside and just scope shoot. You can't quick scope. Essentially, quick scoping is pretty much dead. I mean, I did hit some nice sniper clips or some nice sniper shots in the game. It is very satisfying to use, but it is too slow. That is pretty much why I went to the MK2, which is the marksman rifle, for the majority of my gameplay during the beta, because the MK2 pretty much felt like a fast sniper rifle, and it was super fun to use. I also got a lot of hit markers with the sniper from long range, or some medium range as well sometimes, which I don't understand why I was hitting hit markers with the sniper. Even after putting FMJ on, I still kind of felt it wasn't as powerful as it should be. Maybe they have other snipers coming up in the full game that are a lot stronger than that, but we'll see. One issue about this game is that some maps are a little too open, and because of that, you get punished for sort of running and gunning. You can't just go out in the open and run and gun. Well, pretty much almost all the maps were open like that, other than Azhir. I didn't think Azhir Cave was that open. And the reason why this is an issue is because it promotes camping. People camp a lot in this game. That's pretty much because if you go out in the open, you're pretty much going to get shot. Camping is pretty much a big issue in this game. A lot of people camp. I hope they come up with better maps in the full game, which don't promote camping as much. People who were camping used so many claymores. I died to claymores so many times in this game. It was ridiculous. Sometimes the spawns kind of sucked in this game. One example I have is Granza Raid. That map, oh my god, it's so big. Sometimes whenever you have, even when you have B and C cap and not A, you will still spawn C sometimes, which is really annoying, which makes it really annoying to push up to the map. And sometimes you'll spawn pretty much right into the enemy. I experienced that. I don't know if anybody else did, but that's what happened with me. Finally, the last issue that I had, and this was a major issue with this game, I stream a lot on Twitch, and streaming this game was a nightmare for me. My computer it's a high-end computer, it has really good specs. When I wasn't streaming, I could run the game perfectly. However, when I opened Streamlabs and when I opened OBS, the game would lag so much, and there were so many drop frames that I had to eventually lower my graphic settings inside the game. Although I wasn't using nowhere near my full VRAM, Streamlabs could not handle me running the game at 100% render resolution. I had to turn it down to 80% because I was getting drop frames and my stream was just absolutely lagging. Hopefully they come up with some better stabilization for streamers. And just to clarify, I am on a one PC setup. Usually I can run every game fine, but this game I had some big issues. That is pretty much all the cons for the game, and I'm going to give my overall opinions on the beta. This game is not a run and gun game like every other Call of Duty. Pretty much every other Call of Duty, you could grab an SMG or an AR and run and gun and get kill streaks. This game, however, because of the map design, I believe there's a lot of campers, and you need to be very tactical and think about what you're about to do before you actually go inside and start shooting. Because if you get shot first, you're pretty much dead. So you need to be very tactical and careful whenever you're shooting. I found myself always sprinting for short distances and then ADSing, sprinting, ADSing whenever I saw an enemy nearby. I never really had a full sprint unless I was pushing really hard and I knew there was no enemies nearby. So I had to be very careful when I was playing this game. Ground War and the 20-man domination games, they looked like Battlefield. When I first opened up Ground War, I was very confused. thought I was playing Battlefield. It actually looked exactly like Battlefield, but it plays very much like Call of Duty. So the game looks like Battlefield, but it plays just like a Call of Duty would, and it just feels more refined and smoother, which I like. This game looks phenomenal. Sometimes the game looked too real to me, especially when playing gunfight in some of the maps with the lighting and everything. The game looks so realistic. The graphics are amazing. I love this game's graphics. They're beautiful. The field upgrades are a nice addition to the game. I think they're very useful and they're not overpowered at all. So yeah, my overall opinions with this game, I think once again it looks beautiful, it plays beautiful. It does have some issues that I'd like to see fixed. Especially from the PC stream side. I wish they can fix this streaming issue. I don't know why I'm getting this, but I will definitely be buying the game, and I will definitely be making a lot of content for the game when the game comes out. I'll probably be streaming that as my main game when it comes out, because that game was super addicting. I played the beta as much as I could because I didn't want to miss out on anything, and when the beta pretty much ended, I did not know what to play. I was so bored. I legit cannot wait for this game to come out. Yeah, that has been my review on the beta. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I have some more content coming soon. Leave a like if you enjoyed my thoughts and opinions on this video, and subscribe if you're new. Also, leave a comment on this video. Well, what did you think about the beta if you played it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? What are your opinions? Just let me know in the comment section down below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. My links will be in the description, and peace out.